Greetings, crafters. It's Julie Creek with Creek Bank Creations. I am thrilled to be with you here today, and I am sharing with you a new addition to the basic Z-fold card, and it is a border die that you can add to the front of our Z-fold card, and you can add our new stamp and die set called Ice Cream Makes Me Smile. So it's a fun set, and today I want to share with you how to use the road die and add it to the Z-fold card base. Now, if you aren't familiar, the Z-fold card base we released earlier this year, 2023. This is the basic Z-fold die, and you'll see on it, I'll put a link in the video on how to use this die, but you'll also see our new product packaging has the QR code on it. And then with this, you get the rainbow in the clouds, the connector piece for the inside, and the banner. So this is how you cut your basic card shape. And I cut the mats with the Z-fold card base die as well. So what we have new here is the new road die. And this is sized to fit the front of that card. And it will die cut the space that you need. That is designed to fit with our slide guide product, and it'll cut your road for you. Show you how I store this up on my storage sheet, and I keep it in my storage envelope, and you can see how I have them all stored there together. And then I have all of those pieces together. So these are all the border dies that go with the Z-fold card base, and I keep those in my storage envelope. So what we're going to talk about today is this die right here, and what I want to share with you is that you have that spot where you have the space to be able to slide something across the card, and then that's going to cut a road pattern for you, and it's scored. There are two rectangles in this die set, and I'm not using them on this card. I included them because if you want to put a yellow center line on your road, you can die cut these two pieces and slip a piece of yellow paper behind the road, and then you can have your yellow road marking. We were able to put those in at no extra cost, and I just thought it was a great little feature for the card. So I'm going to share with you today how to build this fun ice cream truck card. Let's go over the supply list. You're going to need the basic Z-fold card. We will use the road die, and you will need a package of slide guides. We're only using 2 for this card. Then we will be adding the Ice Cream Makes Me Smile stamp, and you will see the dies are included in the back, so you can die cut those pieces. We will make the clouds with the Clouds and Land stencil. I added the hot air balloon from the Hello Little One stamp set. I'm taking the small cloud from the weather die. We will need some mini glue dots, and then you will need some foam tape. You'll need some ink to make your clouds and a stencil brush. So let's get started. I have previously die cut my Z-fold card, so we will fold that up, get our folds nice and straight. And then I have already added, just to save us time, the clouds. So when I had my die cut machine out, I cut the panels that go on the card, and I stenciled those with the cloud stencil. Then I added tape to the back, and we will add these to the front of our card. So we're going to start putting this card together. We're going to build the background first, and I've already stamped, die cut, and colored the hot air balloon. We're just going to place it there. And then you can see I have these pieces here. I've already die cut the sun. When I die cut these, I die cut them with my super tacky tape on the back, which makes them a sticker. In order to get this nice corner piece that I have up here, I took the yellow paper and I cut it into a square, and then I set that sun die right on the edge, and that allows me to have that nice corner that I need and have the sun just peeking off of there. Now the great thing about this die, it is a very unique die set. I designed this so that you can have those layers in between, or you can cut it in different colors of yellow and layer it. So it is a unique set. Now when we come back over to the right side, we are going to put the cloud in. So I have taken the smallest die from the weather set, and I have die cut that on our foam. Now when you die cut with the cloud die that's in the weather set, you get an outline piece and an inside piece. So if you wanted to cut two colors and layer them, you could. In this case, we are just using the inside piece, and I'm throwing that away. So I'm taking off the liner, and I am adhering my paper to the top. Then we're going to peel that back off, and we're going to adhere it to our card. So I am using the 6x8 double-sided foam for this. We're going to put that over here. And then I want to add another one right about here. And I want to make it look like it's coming off the card. So I am going to take my scissors and just cut a really straight line right there and put my cloud right on that edge. And that makes that look like it's floating off the card. I'll straighten this guy up a little bit. And then I'm going to stick my balloon down because I do have that placed where I want it. And that now I have the top part of the card. So we are ready to work with the road. And I have previously stamped and die cut my ice cream truck. When I did this, I put this on some heavier cardstock. I put my super tacky tape on the back of it, and I layered it up. So I have two pieces here to give it some stability, because people are going to want to play with it and move it around. So get your ice cream truck nice and secure. Get it colored the way you want. Then we're going to take that road die, and we're going to cut it with our super tacky tape on the back of my paper. Now I am doing this because, you know, our cards get handled a lot, and this just gives it a lot of stability. You could cut this once on a heavy cardstock, like a 110-pound cardstock. I have cut it twice just to strengthen it and give it more stability. So I have my super tacky tape on the back. I'm going to peel that off. Now when I cut the second one, it is just a piece of cardstock. It doesn't have super tacky tape on the back. I'm going to put my Undu on there. That's a solvent. It will suspend adhesion, which will give me time to line this up exactly the way I want it to sit. And then I'm going to let that sit for a minute. I'm going to let all of that Undu evaporate before I do anything else. Once I know that that's evaporated, I'm going to work on my folds, train those back and forth, and get them to sit exactly where I want them. Super handy. So now I have my road exactly where I want it. I'm going to turn this over, and on the right side, so I have my slot over here and my road pattern here. And on this right side, I am going to take my 1/4 inch super tacky tape, and I'm going to run a strip of tape right down through there. Now I size this so your 1/4 inch tape will fit right on that. So you're going to tape between the edge and that first fold line. Then we're going to move it over, and over here on the left side, we are going to apply foam tape. And once again, I size this so that you can easily put your foam tape on it. Now, before we cut our foam, I'm going to put some Undu on my scissors. That always helps. And I will put the end piece on first. And I don't have it with me, but if I had my black alcohol-based markers, I would color the edge of this black, or we do have black foam. You could use black. Now, I have the outside piece done, and what I want to show you is we are going to put foam from the end up to 2 inches. So I love to do this right on top of the grid pad because I can see exactly where I'm at, and I don't have to measure. I can just eyeball it from what I have sitting here on the grid pad. So we're going up to the 2-inch mark because that will fit on the Z-fold card. Trim that off. Now we will push the liner down so that we have it very secure. Pull the liners off and adhere it when we are ready. But before we go there, so we have, I just want you to see, we have our foam and our tape, and then we'll have the ability to set that on our card. Yay! So we are ready to install our slide guide. So you are going to need 2 male parts and 2 female parts. We're going to lay them down on our grid, lay that over the top, and we are going to click the 2 together. And it doesn't matter which one's on the top or the bottom, just get them on there. And now we have our mechanism so that it slides, and we are ready to install this on our card. So we will turn this over, remove the tape liner, and I am going to add 1 more piece of tape down here on the end. This card will be loved on, so more adhesive is a good thing. I don't know if you guys need to do this for at home, but I'm going to add it. Now when I put the road on, I'm going to set my card here, and I am going to use the grid pad as my alignment, and I can line it up flush with this side on the right and push it down. And then I fold this flap out, and I will use my pick tool to remove the red tape liner. Once I have my tape liner removed, I am going to pull this straight across my card and lay that straight across, and I will be able to push that straight across my card and get it to line up exactly where it needs to be. And again, you can use the grid as your alignment mark, and if you get it off, if it's not exactly straight, you can use your undo to come back and straighten it up if you need to. So now I have my 2 pieces there. Awesome. And I am ready to take my mini glue dots. We're going to pull that off. The white part is a trash. We're going to throw that away. We're going to push the glue dot onto the top of the slide guide. And we want 1 on each one. And then we will be able to adhere our ice cream truck. Super fun. So I like to do the one on the left first. I don't know why. Doesn't matter how you do it. Pull it over and make sure you have your wheels where you want them. Push them down, and you have just installed your ice cream truck on your card. So you can see that you could put a truck or you could use our tractor die, all kinds of fun things that you can add to this card. I can't wait to see what you make with this card, and I'll see you soon at a trade show. You can find all these products linked in the description below, and they can be found on our website, www.creekbankcreations.com.